this is it's really ridiculous what I just saw. I'm just like appalled by the video I just saw on Instagram, and I just like, I started freaking out a little bit, but I was like, you know what? Something's off. And like, I just asked the cards objectively. I was like, please show me. Just tell me the whole truth, and please tell it to me plain. What's going on here in the situation with Henry and Natalie and what's actually happening. Okay, so I got the first question I asked was like, give me the general situation of what's going on with these two and why there's uh what it would seem that he was trying to get away from her in a lot of different readings, and there was obviously a breakup, a desire to break up, and I'm not the only psychic that picked up on that, by the way. So the fact that there is a literal uh energy we're all picking up on, that Henry is desiring to get out of the situation, but there is some kind of tether or some kind of stuck, like he's in a weird trap, right? um and he did go solo to some of his press tour, okay, because he wanted that. And I had just done the reading. I did the reading. The cards were suggesting he was actually trying to make the ending happen by going solo. So now we're here. We got more fucking PR shit being forced down our throats on his IG. The fucking post about the little dog, that died. It's like it's being reused, re-squeezed as more PR, more media attention. And people are even noticing that there's grammar issues, misspelling in the passage of the tribute to the dog, and that was supposedly written by Henry. Anyone that knows Henry, we all know that he's an eloquent writer. He has a way with his words. And whoever wrote the passage was definitely not Henry. You could tell. There was no spacing in the paragraphs, nothing. Like, he's not illiterate. Like, he's very educated man, and he knows how to write eloquently. And on top of it all, he's fucking British. So they have their own way of describing things. They use olden language, they use words, they use slang. I think whoever wrote the post for him wanted to make it sound like it was him, but the grammar and the issues with the writing itself was an obvious teller that it wasn't him. Anyways, now we're here, and we got a video that just fucking popped up on Instagram of Henry and Natalie leaving a restaurant, and supposedly Natalie's showing a belly. It looks about 4 or 5 months. Okay, and I know a lot of people are going to freak out, and there's probably going to be more rumors, probably a paid article or something like that. And let me just know that Henry told me in advance to continue to ignore anything that's posted, anything PR, anything that would be seen like that's gonna be grabbing the media attention, because it's the PR team. He told me. So that's what he told me in advance. Now we're here. We got a fucking pregnancy rumor that's gonna be all over the place now, because she's got this fucking fat belly showing after leaving the restaurant. We saw her 2 weeks ago in some pictures. We saw her back in January. There is no way that she is 4 or 5 months pregnant and showing like that. There's no way. So, and I just had to look objectively, of course. Before I jumped to conclusion, I was like, I just want to know if she's actually pregnant. Because if she's actually pregnant, I should know. I could see it in the cards, right? And so we're here. I'm going to do a little explanation here. So yeah, I asked that question. Give me a general reading as to what's actually going on in the situation in general with Natalie and Henry. We got the World reversed, the Six of Wands, the Six of Swords reversed. We got the Seven of Wands reversed, Ten of Swords upright, and the Chariot. So this tells me the criticism in the media is throwing them off. It's throwing everything out of whack. The whatever's going on, the fan base is throwing this world energy out of balance. Okay, things aren't going a certain way, and there's some stress and worries. They're having trouble moving to calmer waters. You got the Seven of Wands here. They're having trouble defending themselves to the media. The Ten of Swords is like criticism and the truth being like put in out there and just basically being talked badly about, and then they got the chariot reverse. They're having trouble overcoming this, right? So this is what they generally described as going on between Natalie and Henry, right? And then we got the magician reversed, the judgment reversed, the Ace of Swords upright, the High Priestess upright, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, I'm going to describe these two cards because this was a separate question. I asked if this announcement or this video was like true. And Magician Reverse is suggesting something's been manipulated here. This is manipulation, master manipulation, and then the judgment. There hasn't been an announcement, an official announcement from Henry or Natalie about a pregnancy. So something's been manipulated, and they're saying this is the truth. Ace of Swords. It's crystal clear. There has not been a message previously about any kind of pregnancy, and they're telling us that there's a manipulation around this situation with the announcement. Okay, and then we got the King of Cups. Sorry, my toes are right there. I'm like cross fucking foot. Okay, so King of Cups. Can you not get in my card reading? Thank you. King of Cups reversed, and the Eight of Swords reversed. And they're suggesting it's no illusion that Mr. King of Cups is not in love with Natalie. Okay? King of Cups reversed is a man not in love. He's being manipulative, or there's just an issue with emotional consistency. Okay? The fact that King of Cups is in reverse paired with the Eight of Swords reverse, they're suggesting this is not an illusion. Okay? They're just clarifying that that's not an illusion at all. That he's not in love with her. And then when I asked, I was like, why is all this happening? Because I had just had sex with Henry. So I was just like, dude, like, what the fuck's happening, right? And they showed me High Priestess and Knight of Wands. And like, they're basically saying, you're right, Amy, that he did have sex with you, right? So like, they're just reiterating the fact that I'm not like being misled. I'm not being misled. He is definitely pursuing me like this, energy-wise, right? So that's not an illusion for me. I'm seeing clearly, is what they're saying. And then I asked, okay, what's really going on? Why is he participating? And then the Emperor here is Henry, and then he got the Nine of Swords. So he's very stressed out and worried. There's a lot of fucking stress on his shoulders right now. Okay? And then there's the message itself. So the news or the message, the video about Natalie walking out of the restaurant looking pregnant. They're saying this news that's coming out, there's something shady. Seven of Swords here. They're saying there's something shady or there's some kind of deception. And they're confirming it's going to be online about the Queen of Wands. So they're pointing this out, okay? They're pointing out there's something that's going to come out online, a message that's going to be, there's some form of deception, cheating, lying, stealing. There's some kind of deception, and they're talking about Queen of Wands. So it's about Natalie. And then I asked about the Seven of Swords. I asked them to clarify this. I got the Sun and the Four of Cups. So this is about a child. So since this reading is about the fucking video that's supposedly her pregnant, right? They're saying the deception is about a child being pregnant. Some kind of news about a child. And then I asked outright, finally, I was like, just tell me, is Natalie pregnant? I got Ace of Pentacles reversed, which is a no, a strong no. Yes and no in tarot. If it was true, this would have came out upright. Came out reversed. They're saying no. And then I asked, why is he participating, or what's going on with, why is he doing this? The King of Swords came out reversed, and then we got the Two of Cups upright. So they're basically telling me King of Swords is lying about a relationship. He's lying about this Two of Cups. King of Swords, I always see Queen and King of Swords in reverse as liars, tall tale liars, right? Here we are. So we got King of Swords lying about the Two of Cups. So there we have it. It's just fucking ridiculous. Like, what I'm fucking having to witness. Like, I know what I'm seeing in my cards, Last night, I just went to the bar. and I read a whole table of people I didn't know. I didn't know a single person I read. And I read the whole table. I read each one after the other, and every fucking one of those people told me, Amy, you have a fucking gift. Amy, you're so accurate. I don't know how the fuck you know this about me. How did you know? The fact that I have that feedback every time I go and spontaneously read people I don't know anything about. I know what I'm reading here in my cards. So I cannot deny it in my own truth, in my own presence, my own abilities. I cannot deny the fact that I know what I'm seeing in my cards. Because I have fucking proof that I'm reading correctly. I'm reading others. I'm not just reading about Henry and Natalie. I've read about other people I have no fucking clue about. The fact that they give me feedback and they're like, you just described my fucking situation to the T. The fact that I have that feedback gives me the courage, gives me the strength to continue trusting my cards, trusting my abilities. And I know what I'm seeing here. So I'm just pointing it out that there is going to be a video that some of you are going to probably come across, and it's going to look like Natalie's fucking pregnant. It's going to look like she's a little farther along than she should be. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. We just saw her. She was not fat. She was not pregnant. This woman is using this instance as more PR, more control over the situation. And by the way, I did have 2 more cards here. The Death crossing and the King of Wands crossing. Henry is having trouble taking action, doing something. He's having trouble ending something. The Death is crossing. And I'm quite certain that his situation, he is being dictated, controlled. We got the Devil card that came out upright and the Nine of Wands reversed. He's having trouble battling. Okay, he's having trouble battling these people. They're forcing him to do shit. This is forced. This is controlled. Okay. I'm going to trust my guidance. I'm going to trust what Henry told me. Okay, he's been telling me stuff. I just had sex with him. Like, I don't want to discredit what I know. Like, I just can't. I'm sorry, but I can't discredit my own readings. I can't. Because I know what I know. And they're telling me, Amy, you know this. They're telling me I'm seeing clearly. Okay, I'm not being misled. So, everything that's going on in the media is a deception. There's manipulation in the media around these two. And those of you that are fans, that are watching, please understand that something's gonna fucking catch up. Natalie, it's gonna catch up to her. It's gonna catch up to her, and to the point where she cannot lie anymore. She can't fucking manipulate anything anymore. Henry told me he was not sleeping with her. Okay, like, I'm seeing a lot of shit, and I can do that reading. I can do that reading right now, and I can show you that he's not been sleeping with her. It's fucking ridiculous. It's just like, and I know when he has sex, and I'm gonna go explain it. Like, I can feel when Henry has sex. I can feel when he gets an erection. It's really difficult for me to sit still when he's aroused. I have a fucking, like, how do I explain it? Like a symbiotic bond with this man. Like, I intuitively, and I can feel, I can see it. It's weird. Think of somebody like sitting, let's say if I was a man, I could look down and see my stuff, right? This is what's going on between me and Henry. I can tell if he's got an erection. I can feel it in my body. And I don't know how to explain that to anyone. I don't know how to point it out, but I just know this man he has not been having sex with her. When he's been around Natalie, he's not done anything with her. So, like it's apparent, and it's apparent in the media, like, the least that they've done is fucking hold hands. He's not very touchy-feely or anything. Like, it's just, like, I've seen other, there's other pictures of Henry where he was more intimate, more touchy-feely with all of his other girlfriends, right? And the pictures with Natalie, he's never ever really been, there's not been a lot of PDA or anything. And that just tells me, like, honestly, it just kind of shows the fact that there's not really that kind of a close bond where it's that intimate. And that's just subconscious action. That's a subconscious behavior. If they were very intimate, they would have like a natural inclination. It would be natural. It wouldn't be so like staged or like forced for a certain instance. It's awkward a lot of the time when they're standing next together. It's fucking awkward. Like, I'm telling you. Anyways, I'm going to do another reading, and we're going to look at if Henry's had sex with Natalie versus if he's had sex with me, and then we'll go from there.